We are now joined by Mr. Harmohan Sahni, CEO of Raymond Realty, who is now joining us. Mr. Sahni, morning, Ashesha this side, and thank you for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. So you have signed a 8,500 crore JDA in Parel, which marks your 8th joint development project here in Mumbai, and your entry into the South Mumbai market as well. Can you share some more details on the project? When is the launch pipeline? What is the timeline looking like? And how does this strengthen your growth strategy, especially in the Mumbai metropolitan region market?
Yeah, sure. So the project that we have signed yesterday is an 8,500 crore sales potential gross development value project. It's in a very prime location called Parel, and it has excellent sea views from the property. It's an 11-acre land where we will be building almost 17 lakh square feet of carpet area. The project will be positioned as a very premium project. It will be a combination of Address by GS and Invictus by GS, which is our highest offering. This project will be a landmark project for Raymond Realty because it marks our entry into South Bombay, and South Bombay also has many micro markets, but this micro market we are very bullish about because it has the affordability, it has the infrastructure, it has all the connectivity to the primary employment hubs as well as the infrastructure like Atal Setu, Lower Parel, CBD, BKC, CBD. So, yeah, and we are expecting that we will be launching this project in the next 18 months or so. So by end of next financial year, we should be in a position to launch the first phase of this project.
Hi, good morning. This is Ankita also joining in. So after entering the South Mumbai market, which other micro markets in the MMR are you actively evaluating for your future JDAs, and what kind of pricing and customer profile are you really targeting for the Parel development?
So MMR has several micro markets, like I said earlier, and we have been focusing first on the primary CBD, which Bombay has, which is BKC, and we've signed about 7 different projects around or which are very well connected with BKC. Of course, out of that, one project is in Kandivali, so that's a little away, but all the other 6 projects that we have signed are all around BKC. Now we are focusing on the CBD of Lower Parel, which also has significant employment, which is there, and connectivity, like I said. So anything around that is our next focus. And also Western suburbs is another area that we are looking at. So these are the markets we are focusing on currently.
Right, so that's as far as the latest launches are concerned. But following this addition, Mr. Sahni, what will the pre-sales guidance be for the next 2 years for FY27 and for FY28 as well in that case?
So pre-sales as well as the profitability guidance is already out in the market. We have given a guidance for the next 2 years that you can expect about a minimum of 20% growth on pre-sales. Last year we did about 3,000 crores odd number, and this year we are targeting a minimum 20% growth. So you can do the maths yourself.
Right. And with your portfolio now crossing the 52,000 crore mark of GDV, how do you plan to balance the rapid expansion with execution quality?
Execution has been the hallmark of Raymond so far, and that's one area that we have acutely focused on. So we've not operated like a typical developer who would look at land banking or keep on getting projects and not focus on execution. For us, it's the reverse. We have a manufacturing approach to this business since we are from manufacturing industry, and that's what we know best. So execution is the key, and each of our projects that we have taken on out of the 7 projects which we had already signed, this is the 8th one, Parel one, 4 have already been launched in a short period of 2 to 2.5 years. And two more projects will get launched this year, and execution of those will begin. That leaves out only one project, which is Kandivali, which will get launched next year. And it is expected that in 18 to 20 months' time, even the Parel project, which we are talking about just now, the eighth one, will also get launched. So execution is a very key focus. Quality is always, the Raymond brand itself stands for trust, quality, and excellence. And we will come good on that brand promise in every project that we do.
Okay, so that's the view coming in. But Mrs. Sahni, because of the geopolitical uncertainty that we are facing right now, consumer sentiment has changed. If you can take us through what the current situation is looking like on ground with respect to consumer sentiment and consumer behavior, and has demand by any chance taken a hit as a result of geopolitical turmoil?
I think the market has completely bounced back. There was an element of fear which we noticed in the month of May in the markets. Markets literally got frozen for about 2 weeks, and it wasn't just in real estate. It was in other industries as well, even consumer products. And when I talk to my peers in other industry, they witnessed a similar trend. But by the third week of May, the market started bouncing back, and what we are experiencing today in real estate, at least, is a complete normalization of that trend. So I don't think there is any fear factor in the market as of today. The news and the events have been fully absorbed and discounted by the market.
Right, Mrs. Sahni, I needed to understand the impact of on the developers as well due to the withdrawal of royalty and minor minerals by the Maharashtra government. Any idea of how much of the cost would be saved?
See, it's a very good decision. It's a very welcome decision. But in terms of cost impact, it's something so minor that it won't be even noticeable. It's just more of a operational issue, and it creates a nuisance because it delays the entire process of excavation, and then the logistics of it becomes very, very tough to manage, because then the government will also get involved in policing of it. But the moment this goes away, it just adds to the ease of doing business more than the cost.
Okay, so that's the view coming in with respect to what the outlook is for the company going forward, and even when it comes to consumer sentiment and the impact of West Asia crisis. Mrs. Sahni, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and sharing your thoughts on what the outlook could be.